What the heck, dude? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we only have about an hour until the sun goes down, so we have to make this one quick, and we have brought one rod with us, and that is one of the best fall baits of all time. We got a Googan Squad Topwater popper right here, and today's video is actually going to be brought to you guys by Catchco. So if you guys want to check these out, hopefully we're about to bust a bunch of fish on it, and you guys are going to see this thing in action, but we're about to jump right into it, guys. This lake has got a ton of fish in it, and it also has some giants in there as well, so hopefully we stick into like a 5+ pounder, but at the very least, we're definitely going to catch a lot of fish. So stick around, stay tuned, throw in one of my favorite fall baits of all time. The fish should be up here schooling on some minnows up shallow, so it should be pretty good, but let's just jump right into it. So the first spot that we're fishing today is a big shallow sand flat, and in the fall time, those bass are going to start to push those bait fish up into that shallow water, and they're going to ambush them. And this popper is going to perfectly imitate the bait fish that those bass are schooling on. So hopefully they're up here doing that. If they are doing what I think they're going to be doing, we are about to light them up, guys. So stick around, stay tuned. Should be a good day. Should be getting lots of topwater blowups. And like I said, there are some giants in this lake, and hopefully we're going to link into like a 5+ pounder. But at the very least, we're going to catch a ton of fish. Got him. He just sucked it up. First one of the day. Cast it a little bit further off the bank. Oh my goodness, that's a dinker. Well, I told you guys, either we're going to catch a ton of dinks or we're going to catch a freaking giant. And first one of the day, definitely not a giant. Little like 5-inch bass, but first part of the day nonetheless, and just out on the sand flat, probably in about 3 foot of water. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of bait kind of bust out here, which is what we're looking for. We're just hoping to find a big random giant mixed in with all these little dinks up here. So that's the goal. But first one of the day for that little Googan Squad bloop, and we were just chugging along on top of this flat, trying to find old big. Oh my goodness, right in front of the boat. Another dink, second bite of the day. That was a little bit more of a blow up at least though. I know that this is a small fish. It's probably not super exciting, but literally any one of these blow ups can be an absolute Michigan mega giant. And that's just kind of what we're going for. Gonna keep catching these dinks, and then one of these times it's gonna be like a toilet bowl flushes down. Gosh, she got that hook good. Little Googan Squad bloop. We're kind of chugging this really fast, just trying to cover as much water as we can since we don't have a lot of daylight to fish. Trying to get this in front of one of these big bass. Not looking for those dinks, man. There's just so many of them in this lake. You got to weed through them. Really want to find one of those Michigan megas for y'all. Well, we've caught a few more dinks, but in the meantime, while we're searching for these Michigan mondos, let me just tell you guys about the setup that we're using. We got a loose speed spool on here. We have it paired up with 12-pound monofilament line, and whenever you're throwing a topwater, you want to make sure that you're throwing either monofilament or braided line because they both float. And if you guys are throwing fluorocarbon, it's going to make the nose of that bait, oh, and there we got one. Right there. It's going to make the nose of that bait kind of sink down in the water. It's not going to look quite natural enough. And then we just have a little 7-foot medium action rod on here. Nothing too crazy, but like I said, we've been catching a bunch of these guys. I've been saving you guys from not showing you too many of them. And I don't know, we've probably boated like 7 or 8 fish, and I've probably showed you guys like 3 of them, but that's the setup that we're rocking. And we got, of course, that little Catchco Googan Squad bloop on there, catching a ton of dinks. But like I said, this lake is really just, you got to weed through them. And one of these could just be a mega. I've probably said it like 6 times in this video, but that's the reason we're out here. It's a really close lake to my house, and I didn't have a lot of time today, so I figured we'd go out there, try to catch a topwater giant, and we're just gonna have to deal with those guys in the meantime, though, until we find one. I'm telling you, we're looking for one bite. We're probably not gonna catch a ton of big fish today, but we're looking for one bite in like the 3 to 5 pound range, and hopefully soon we're gonna get it, guys. Got him. That's a better fish. I'm not saying that this is one of the big ones, but that's definitely one of the better ones that we've caught today. Kind of let it sit there. Oh my goodness, it's still pretty freaking small. It definitely is a little bit bigger for compared to some of the ones that we have been catching. That's a maybe like 10-incher right there. Not the fish that we're looking for, but that was definitely one of the better blow-ups too. So hopefully you guys aren't too bored by the dink fest that we're kind of pursuing. Like I said, we're out here looking for one fish. We got to burn through all sorts of little dinks, and one of these is going to be a gargantuan. It's got to be. I'm going to be pissed if we come out here and burn up this entire lake with this popper and don't get at least one solid blow up. I know there's a ton of dinks, but we have to run into a decent one eventually, right guys? Wouldn't you think? Just like the law of making, I don't know, 1,000 casts in a night, you got to run into a big one eventually. Oh my goodness, another dink. Literally so many fish in this lake, and we have not caught a single keeper bass. Not a single 14-incher in Michigan. That is crazy. Just so many stunted bass, and then there's just those random freaking giants. But another ding for you guys. Like I said, I've been screening out a lot of them. We've probably caught like 20 fish at least by now, and They're all that size, all so small. Still have not got our bite yet, but trucking along. Probably have at least 30 minutes left of daylight here, and I still am confident, guys. I'm literally so confident that we're gonna catch a big bass. It might be crazy, it might not happen, but I just feel like it's gonna happen, guys. It's like, it's just one of those perfect fall days where I feel like one of these giant fish has to come up and eat a topwater bait. What the heck, dude? Yo, what? He just touched the water and then took off. That's freaking nuts. I don't know what I thought he was about to land. He literally just skimmed the top of the water and then took off. Well, we still haven't caught any big bass, but that was very, very cool. Never in my life have I seen that happen. Oh my goodness. All right, well, as you guys can tell, the sun is going down. We are definitely running out of time here, and we might have made the worst decision of our lives coming to this lake. I really thought we were gonna be able to catch a big one. We're only gonna fish like 1 or 2 more spots, and then it's gonna be too dark for you guys to see anyhow. So we are hoping, we are praying, fingers are crossed, that we're gonna be able to stumble upon just an absolute giant, but I can't believe we have not ran into a single fish over 14 inches yet. I just caught like 10 more, and not a single one has been a keeper Michigan largemouth. Absolutely insane. Oh, that might be a better one. She sucked it up. That might be the biggest one so far. Not promising a giant, because it does not feel like a 5-pounder or anything, but yeah, definitely one of the better ones that we've caught tonight. Probably like my second cast on this last spot of the day right here. Hold up, baby. Literally getting excited over a 10-inch bass, so that is not a good sign. That's how you know we chose the wrong lake to fish. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Please, Lord, let us catch a freaking giant. Let us end the day on an absolute mega. That was the plan all along. Just one big bite. We just have not stuck them. Have not got a single blow up from a keeper-sized bass even. Oh, that's a decent one. By decent one, we mean another 10-incher. Absolute freaking mega. That might be the longest one that we've caught so far today, actually. I think the 2 that we just caught out here might have been the 2 biggest bass that we caught. Very sad. Very, very sad. Gonna take a couple more casts right here, and we might try actually one more spot, I'm thinking. Just get bigger, dude. You're way too small. Just eat more food. Something. You're doing something wrong. Your only job as a bass is to eat food. That's all you got to do, guys. All right, we're going to go try one more spot. Just more dinks. More and more dinks. Every single freaking cast. Try one last spot. Try to turn this video around and do what we set out here to do, and that's catch a freaking giant. So far, it's been the biggest bust of the entire year. Oh, boy. Go try one last spot right before the sun goes completely down behind those trees. Oh my goodness. Oh, that might be one of the better ones, honestly. That is probably the biggest bass that we've caught the entire time. That's just sad. This one honestly might go 12 inches, and it is the biggest bass that we've caught so far today. Very, very sad day on the water. Never ran into the giant, and we're kind of at the boat launch right here, so probably about to pull out and end the day on that fish right there. You guys probably can't even see what's going on either, but 12-inch bass going back in. We have made it back to the house, and as you guys can see, we fished until it was completely pitch black outside. Never got that giant bass that we were after, and that was the only reason that we went to the lake, was to try to catch like a 3 to 5 pounder on that topwater. Never happened. We caught like 40 bass and not a single Michigan keeper, not a single 14-inch bass. So definitely a big bust for us today. One of the worst decisions that we've ever made on the channel was trying to go there, trying to catch a giant fish. Didn't pan out for us, but if you guys want to check out that Catch Co Googan Squad bloop, it's going to be linked down below. It caught a ton of fish today, guys. It's an awesome popper, and you definitely can catch big fish on it, but the lake that we were fishing just has a ton of stunted bass and a few random giants, and we just never ran into one, unfortunately. That was the only reason that we went there, and it just never happened. But thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next video I promise you guys we will catch bigger bass. This was kind of a gamble, and I was going for an actual Michigan giant, and it just did not pan out. But thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.